think the first thing that needs to be done is actually to realize that it's a long-term game. Realize that it's going to require a lot of strict discipline and commitment over a very long term to change the structure of the African economy and the Southern African economy at first. I think you have to be able to willing to put in the hard work and the pain, as it were, to get to where you want to be going forward.
But you're really, in terms of getting that development underway, first step is to actually have the supportive and clear and stable policy, legislative and regulatory framework in place that would actually encourage and attract the huge investment required in this sort of frontier environment, because both on the onshore, on the unconventionals, and also the deep offshore is really frontier environment. So
I think the core thing that SA probably needs to do is the policy certainty. This is not just an energy-specific point. It applies to a large area of South African public policy, education, health, among others. But certainly in the energy case, having the IRP mechanism and the IEP mechanisms finalised as soon as possible, such that procurement can then go forward.
In 2010, there was this huge discovery in the Rovuma Basin. And that discovery made government also to think about how to use, because in Panditeman, the amount was not that, we're talking about 6 TCF. And in the Rovuma Basin, we're talking more than 100 TCF. So it was important to update these legislations in terms of gas utilization. So we created what we call gas master plan.
It's challenging, I know, to do cross-border agreements, but that is really where the whole region can benefit. I don't think it's easy. I think it'll take courage and time. I do think that in many parts there's a willingness. So I'm hopeful.
And let's translate this policy and discussion into some of what I think we're learning from our neighbors in Africa, a much more pragmatic approach. Take that step. Let's get going. And I was just so encouraged to hear that Afro-optimism story this morning, and I hope that Southern Africa, South Africa will certainly soon be a chapter in that.